Hey everybody, and welcome to the Find Local Clients overview video for Places Scout. Now this video is the one that I am just so incredibly excited to show you guys because I have added some just amazing new features to this video that you're absolutely going to love. So let's get started here. Okay, so like I said, the Find Local Clients section has been completely overhauled, and more new features have been added to this section than any other section of the program in the updated version. The data that comes back is just absolutely phenomenal now. There's over 48 different items of data that you can gather for each result, and this data just lets you know anything you can ever possibly want to know about the business. You get all their social media metrics, you get their Facebook fan page, you get their on-page optimization for the keyword, their off-page, pretty much anything you want to know. And this is huge because when you go to talk to these businesses, you know everything they don't know about their business online. And it's going to be so much easier for you to cold call and land these clients because you are the expert. You know what they don't know. You know everything about their competitors that they don't know. And that's all the data that this is going to provide, and that's what these businesses want to know. They want to know what you can offer them, how you can help them, and knowing all this information is going to position you in front of everyone else because you're going to sound so much more intelligent and knowledgeable compared to anyone else that cold calls them. So let's go ahead and get started with the Find Local Clients. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Restaurants Pittsburgh. So for the keyword, I'll type in restaurants. For the location, I'll type in Pittsburgh. Now, one of the most requested features that I had in the previous version was the ability to customize the exact search query to be performed by the software. By default before, it used to always take the keyword plus location. Now a lot of people might, instead of searching restaurants Pittsburgh, they might search Pittsburgh restaurants. My previous version did not support that, so what I did was I added this select search term variations box. And what this does is it allows you to customize the exact search query to be used. So here you get different variations of common local searches. So if I select keyword location and location keyword, what that's going to do is it's going to populate the exact search phrases that are going to be used by the software in the computed search phrases box. So here you can see those two. If I select all of them, you can see all the different permutations that will be used as search queries. So this really gives you the ability to customize exactly what will be searched in Google Places with this new feature. So we'll just do the keyword location for now. So next is all the data that you can gather. So you're going to want to configure the data that you want to get using this select additional data to gather button. And here you'll get various options of what you want the software to gather. Now I suggest that you only choose what you need because the more items you choose, the longer it's going to take to get the data. Like I said before, this provides up to 48 different pieces of data with these options. So you only want to choose what you need. So right now I'm not going to choose any of this just to show you how quick the new code is. I've chosen the option to get the top 30 results in Google Places, so this is going to do the top 30 for this query. And that option's under the settings tab, by the way. If you go to settings, there's under the Find Local Clients, there's number of places results to gather. So you can see there I selected 30. You can choose anywhere between 10 and 100. So we'll go back to the data. So you can see how quick that was, and it gets all the Google Places data. You get the owner verified status here. Another thing too that I added, I had some people question the accuracy of the data gathering for Places Scout, and I tested it many times and I found it to be accurate. So the only way I can prove it to my users is to say, hey, here's exactly what the software did, why don't you cross-check it? So what I did is I hyperlinked the actual query in the keyword location query column. So if you click on this query here, it's going to take you to Google and it's going to perform that query. So if you don't trust the results, you can cross-verify them in the browser yourself to confirm that what my software gathered is indeed correct. So we'll go back here. And again, most of this data is similar to the old version because I didn't select any additional options, but what I want to do now is to gather all this data just so you can see everything that it can get. So I went here and I selected all the data, and we're going to go click Find Local Clients, and it's going to go get all this data. And this is going to take a little while, so I'll be back as soon as it's done. Okay, so the software is done gathering all this incredible data now. So now it's time to analyze this data. So again, you get the owner verified status of the Google Places page here. That's great for if you want to offer Google Places verification services. As we scroll to the right, we'll move on. You can see here the email address for many of these results has been gathered. I've greatly improved the email gathering algorithm in this new version, so you get anywhere between 60 and 90% emails for these results. So that's good if you like to email people. If we keep moving to the right here, you're going to get the contact name of the business. Now this is huge when you go to cold call, because you know exactly who to ask for when you call. You know the decision maker. Hey, is Tony in? Is Jim in? You know who the person you need to talk to is. So this is a source from manta.com. If you actually click on these, it'll take you to that business's manta.com page, so you can view their data, and if you want to make sure it's correct, it's correct. Jim Broadhurst there, so we go back to Places Scout. That's what it found. You also get the estimated number of employees for that business. Kind of gives you a gauge of how large this company is, how much money they might have to spend. You get the number of years the business has been in business. You get all the Google Places categories that have been filled out for that result. Now, one of the things I changed is I've segmented reviews between Google reviews and third-party reviews. So the Google reviews are the actual number of Google reviews on their Places page, and the Google rating is the average rating for all the Google reviews. Now, Google also lists third-party reviews. So if you see under these results here, you're going to get some citation sources that have a review count in parentheses. So what I do for each result is I sum up all these what I call third-party reviews, and I provide that data here for the third-party reviews. Next, I've chosen to get the perform citation analysis for the business here. So what that does is it runs the citation finder algorithm on this result, and it finds the number of citations that it has, and it finds the total number of reviews across all citation sources. So these are Google index citations. That's ones that I can confirm that Google is counting reviews on. So that's the number you're going to get here. And then check this out. This is really neat. You get the average citation rating. So this is basically the average rating of all the reviews for the business across all citation sources. So if you want to offer online business reputation management services, this is just incredible, because you no longer have to go out and find all the citation sources, find all the reviews, figure out where the bad reviews are. My software just did it for you automatically, and it gives you the average rating. So if this one 50%, hey, this company needs some help. They might need your services if you do want to offer online business reputation management. So as we continue over here, you're going to see the number of photos. That's the number of photos uploaded to the Google Places page. You'll see the number of videos on the Google Places page. You'll get a link to the website that's associated with the Google Places page if one's available. If it's not available, you'll see NA. That means that the owner hasn't added a website yet, so this could be a good target for you. You get the link to the Places page here, and then this is where it really gets interesting. Okay, so the next piece of data that I chose to gather was the calculate business geodistance from center. And basically what this is how far the business is located geographically from the centroid, it's called technically, but more layman's terms, the center point of the location. So this business is approximately 0.88 miles away from the center point of Pittsburgh. And this is important because, as you know, for a local search, that Google has to rank results that are located geographically close by to where you're searching from. So we know that this is a factor in the ranking algorithm. How much is to be determined. So I just figured that I'd provide this so you know how far this business is from where you're searching. Now I want to take a little sidestep before I go on to explain the rest of the data and explain the reason why I'm providing this data. Now, I don't know if you know who David Mim is. I hope I'm saying his name right, but he runs basically a survey every year that goes at and asks the experts what they think are the top ranking factors in local searches. So what I did was I took a look at the article, and I took a look at the top 10 recommended factors to focus on. So you can see the number one is the physical address in city of search. So that's where the distance from center comes from. You know, how far is it located physically from the city of search? Next, you get the manually owner verified places page. I showed you that earlier. You get the category associations, and I actually have a check on that. I'll show it to you in a second. You get the number of citations, so I've added that. We just went over that. Crawlable address matching the places page address, so that's, you know, the website associated with the Google Places page. You know, I provide that as well. And then this is where it gets interesting with the data I provide. So number 6 is the page rank and the authority of the website homepage. So this is obviously a factor, you know, how strong these pages are, the quality of inbound links, crawlable phone number. Again, I do provide the phone number. Local area code, you can check out the area code and the phone number. And then lastly, number 10 is the city, state, and the place's landing page title. So what I've done with the remaining data is I've taken all this into consideration, and I'm providing you this data because this is what the experts think is most important in getting your website ranked in Google Places. So we'll go back to Places Scout, and we'll see this data here. So as I continue to scroll here, you're going to see the Google page rank of the homepage of the website associated with the Google Places page. So this is, you know, how strong this site is. And then I'm also getting data from SEO Moz. So this is more basically off-page competition analysis data. So you get the SEO Moz rank. It's similar to Google Page Rank. You get the number of backlinks to the site. You get the page authority, which is on a scale of 1 to 100, and domain authority. So this is all the SEO Moz metrics. And the combination of these 5 factors really gives you a nice indicator of how strong this page is off-page optimized. And you can see it's all color-coded, so it's very easy to pick out, you know, the strong factors and the easy factors. The strong ones are red and the weak ones are green. So so yeah, you can use that to judge how strong this result is off-page. So next, you know, I wanted to give you analysis of the on-page factors, and that would be your keyword analysis. So here you're going to get your keyword and categories. That's whether the keyword is in the Google Places categories associated with the result. You're going to get the keyword and title, KIT. That's going to indicate whether or not the keyword's in the meta description, or the keyword's in the title tag of the result. The KI domains, the keyword in domain, that tells you whether or not the keyword's in the domain of the result. KI description is whether the keyword's in the meta description tag. KI header tags is whether the keyword's in the actual header tags for the results. And it'll actually tell you which header tags too, which is pretty neat. So this will say H1, H1, H2, H1, H2, H3. So it delineates the actual tags it's in. And then lastly, that number 10 factor, the city, state, and the place's landing page title, I've added the location and title. So you can see whether or not the location is in the title. So these factors here give you an idea of how well this result is optimized on page for this given keyword. So if you take these both of the off-page and on-page factors in consideration, you really start to get a good idea of, you know, how strong these sites are and how well they're optimized. So if you see a lot of these ends, that means, hey, these sites aren't optimized at all, and that you can actually, you know, get in there and optimize them and have a good chance of improving their rankings based on this alone. Okay, so next, huge piece of data here. I've seen a lot of WSOs released lately that all about Facebook fan pages, Facebook fan page crusher, just various Facebook WSOs that go into how you can basically help businesses manage their Facebook page and offer offline consulting services for that. So what I've done next is I've designed an algorithm that goes at and it determines whether or not the business has a Facebook fan page and whether or not that fan page has been claimed. So the ones in no means that they have a Facebook fan page, but it's not claimed. So you can easily offer these companies Facebook fan page verification services and also ongoing monthly management services. One other thing I do want to point out too is if you see an unsure here, basically what that means is that my algorithm found a Facebook fan page, but it's not 100% sure if it's the right one for that business. So you might want to go ahead and click on the Fanpage URL here to see if that fan page matches the business. It's pretty much accurate 99% of the time, but you will see unsure from now and then. And if you hover over the column, it's going to explain that, so you can read that information there. Okay, so next, for that Facebook fan page that was found for the business, you also get the number of times that fan page has been liked by Facebook users. You also get the number of times that the fan page has been checked in by Facebook users. So those 5 fields here basically give you all the data you need to know about the Facebook fan page for each of these results. So what I would do with this data is try to find listings that are not claimed on Facebook. You know, right here there's a no here, and also find ones that have small amounts of likes, you know, only 9 likes here, 1 like here, and basically try to get these businesses to pay for your consulting services to A, claim their Facebook fan page, and B, to get them more likes, and you know, just kind of get their social activity higher than what it currently is on Facebook. So that's that. Now lastly, the last piece of data you're going to get here is the full social media metrics for the website. Now this is for the website's business URL. So the first column you're going to see here is FB URL likes. And what that means is that how many times that the business's website has been liked on Facebook. So you see all those statistics there. The next one you're going to get the FB URL shares. This is the number of times that the business's website has been shared on Facebook. And then lastly, the comments. This is the number of times that their website has been commented, the number of comments for their website on Facebook. So you can use those metrics to see how active they are on Facebook outside their fan page, you know, how many people are sharing their website and commenting it and liking on it. And then next, you're going to get the number of times people have tweeted their website on Twitter. And then as we move to the right here, you're going to get a couple more. Google +1 count, the number of times their website has been shared on Google +1. Google Buzz count, same thing, but for Google Buzz. You'll get the number of times the website has been dug on dig.com. You'll get the number of times the website has been shared on LinkedIn. You know, LinkedIn's pretty big right now, so that's a good metric there. And then lastly, you'll get the number of times their website has been viewed on StumbleUpon. So all these factors here give you basically a gauge of the social activity of this business, and the ones, the results that you see a lot of zeros for, you know, these are the businesses that don't have a lot of social media presence. So if you do offer social media consulting services, you know, these ones with zeros are prime candidates for your services. Okay, so next I'd like to get into some of the filtering mechanisms that I built into the Find Local Clients section here, where you can basically filter out some of this data that doesn't pass your requirements. And so the way we do that, I'm going to scroll back over here. There's a data filters tab up here. So if I click on this, I'm going to get various data filters where we can hide results that we don't want to see. So if you only offer, say, Google Places page verification services, this first filter here, hide owner verified results, will basically hide all those results that are owner verified. So what you get here is a targeted list of businesses who have not claimed their Google Places page. So if you do offer Google Places verification services, this is a list of targeted leads that you can market your services to. Next is the Hide Facebook Fan Page Verified Results filter. So if I click this in conjunction with the above Owner Verified filter, I'm going to get a list of results that have not claimed both their Google Places page and their Facebook fan page. So you can offer a combination package to claim both of these, say for $200–300, and that's more or less a foot in the door for you to do other services. So that's that filter. And then lastly, I'm going to uncheck these two. And the last filter here is to hide the results that don't have an email address. So if you're one of those people that likes to send out emails, you can check this filter. And the only results you're going to see are those that actually do have an email address, as you see here. There are two other filters that I had a request for, and that's for minimum Google reviews. So that would be the minimum number of Google reviews that you want to see, and the minimum Google ratings. So I think the guy that requested this might have wanted to do business online reputation management services, so he wanted to find the businesses that had poor Google reviews. So You can use those filters as well, and the combination of all 5 of these filters to basically narrow down these results and generate a targeted list of leads for you to market your services to. So a couple other things I want to show you in regards to the grid view is that you can actually rearrange these columns in any way you like. So if you want to put the Facebook fan page column close to the owner verified, you just simply click on it and you drag it. So I can drag it all the way over to, if I had this maximized, I could do it a little bit better, but I can drag it all the way next to the Google Places page owner verified. So these data columns are rearrangeable in any order that you'd like. You can also expand the size of the columns by just clicking on it and expanding it. So that's that, and you can also choose what columns you want to see. So if I actually right click on any of these header cells, there is a column chooser option. And there's also a hide column if you just want to hide that directly, but if I pull up the column chooser, we'll get it in the window here, I can take these columns and drag them over to the column chooser to hide these columns. So I can drag them back wherever I want them, and that just gives you some customization on how you want to view this data and what data you want to view. So that feature is there as well. There's another feature where you can actually copy the cell contents to the clipboard. So if I choose all these cells here and right click, I can choose copy cell data to clipboard, and that will copy that data to the clipboard. Usually I'll use that if I want to like pull a business name or something like that. You can just do it for one cell, and you can also use the Control-C hotkey for copying these cell contents. So these features just kind of help you arrange this data in the way you'd like to view it, as well as copy it to the clipboard. And by the way, that data is fully copyable right into Excel. You can copy multiple cells, and they'll actually go into each of the columns in Excel, so that's pretty neat as well. Okay, so lastly, if you didn't think that this software could get any better, well then I've got a treat for you. Basically what I've done is I've taken all of this data here and I've plotted it on a map so you can see this data visually and see where all these businesses are located geographically. So if you click on this map view tab up here, what you're going to get is a fully featured map that has all these results plotted on it. So you're going to see green map markers and you're going to see red map markers. The red ones are the results that are owner verified, and the green ones are the ones that are not owner verified. And you're also going to see the actual ranking of each of these results drawn on the map. So this here kind of ties all this data together visually and geographically and gives you a sense of where all these businesses are located on a fully featured map. So you can use the mouse wheel to scroll in and out. You can actually hover over each one of these results to get a tooltip that tells you the business name, whether or not it's owner verified, the reviews, the keyword, and its rank. So this here is awesome because what I like to do, one of my personal favorite techniques when I cold call, is I try to find 2 of these markers that are close together where one's outranking the other. So you can see here, you see this guy's ranking 3, Bigelow Grill, and this business here is ranking 20, Super Bowl. So basically what this means is that Super Bowl here has a competitor, Bigelow Grill, that's outranking him right in his backyard. So this view here makes it so easy when you go to cold call these people. You can mention their competitors that are right in their backyard that are outranking them. So you can say, hey, do you know who Bigelow Grill is? And you can say, how would you like it if I position you in front of them? And this is only possible with this type of technology, where you can see the results visually on a map. So this is a really, really neat feature that I built into Places Scout that basically allows you to see the data visually. And one other thing too is that you don't even have to be located in the city that you're trying to consult in. With this map view, you can talk to these businesses on a local level as if you lived right in the city itself, because you can see them visually. You can see where they rank, and you can pick out their competitors and bring those up in your conversation. And it basically allows you to grasp the geographical sense of this area without having to live in that actual location. So that's what the map view provides. There's a couple things you can do. That you can choose from a couple different map types. So if you like a satellite map, you can do that as well. You can save this map as an image. If you click on the save map as image, it'll save it as a PNG image file. So yeah, that's pretty much the map view feature of Places Scout. And I'm going to show you one more thing here real quick. If you go to the grid view, you can actually export all this data to a couple different formats. So if you click on the Actions tab here and click on the Export To button, you can export all this data to either a CSV file, an Excel file, or an HTML file. So that's useful if you need to get this data in and out of Places Scout to say a auto dialer, or whatever you want to do with this data, an email software program, or if you just want to show it to someone. And you can also actually save this data, the grid data. If you click this button up here, you can choose the Save Grid Data button, and that's going to save this grid data as an XML file. And you can load that XML file in the future by going to the Load Grid Data option. And what that does is that allows you to not have to keep gathering this data over and over again. Say if you close the software and open it back up again, you can just load all this data back in and proceed with your analysis. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to go over in this tutorial video. I thank you for your time, and sorry it was a little long, but there's so much stuff in this new section that I wanted to show you that I couldn't possibly do it in a shorter amount of time. So I guess thank you again, and the next video will be on the track local ranking section.